Now hey guys, welcome back to the channel, another Swiss 001 video. Now welcome back to another episode of my little series where I review flight simulators. You know, flight simulators for desktop, for mobile, even Nintendo Switch or whatever. Today we are back in my phone though to review a flight simulator that I think doesn't get enough attention. Yes, as we can see right here, GeoFS. Indeed, GeoFS also has a mobile version, which is interesting. I mean, we have already checked out GeoFS in the desktop version. Just to recall the memories here, yes, indeed, GeoFS is a simulator that runs in the browser and, as you can see, on the phone as well. Now, there are two versions for GeoFS. There's GeoFS Lite and there's the normal GeoFS. The normal GeoFS costs $5 on the App Store, which I think is a pretty good price for such a flight simulator. I mean, I can already say this is quite nice. I mean, we can already see that by the ratings, 4.8 out of 5 stars. That just sounds really nice. The GeoFS Lite version, by the way, is completely free, which is nice. Okay, so let's just spawn into GeoFS and see how it works. So yeah, let's check out this $5 flight simulator. Tap to calibrate. Let's just do that real quick. Of course, just like many other mobile flight simulators, this is controlled by tilting your phone. And we're already spawned in. The graphics don't look particularly good just yet. I think we can improve them here. Graphics. Let's set the quality to the highest setting, color enhancement, whatever that does. Everything to the max. We can easily do that because we're right now on an iPhone 12, which should give us the best performance that this flight simulator could ever, serve, right? Let's just see how that looks now. Oh wow, that looks a lot better. And it appears that we're actually flying at nighttime now. I don't want that, honestly. Oh yeah, we can actually set the time of the day. I set it to night. Let's go ahead and set it to like 11:30, whatever, somewhat during daytime, so we can have a little bit of a better look at the graphics that we have down here. And well, that looks like mountains, doesn't it? Yeah, this is what the scenery looks like that comes with the app. Let's maybe check out some other things that we have. Of course we have different aircraft to choose from: Piper Cub, Cessna, Alpha Jet, airliners like the 737, and pretty much a few aircraft, pretty much all aircraft that we'll ever really want. The mobile version of GeoFS doesn't have as many planes as the desktop version has, but this is fine as well. Let's try something like a 737. Oh my god, the sound is absolutely out here. Jeez, this plane is so much louder than the Cessna 172. Alright, now I do have to mention, this is not the best graphics that this simulator could ever have. You may ask, well, why is that? And it's actually because we can see this little HD button down here. There we go, let's press it and see what happens. As we can see right here, we can also purchase HD imagery, which, as you can see in the background, looks much better than the scenery that we're flying with right now. Let's just start the free trial. Oh, nice. Okay, there we go. We are now flying with HD. Oh, it looks much better. That looks really nice now. So yeah, maybe this flight simulator could turn out to be a little bit of an expensive thing, right? Honestly, that's like the deal about subscriptions, especially with flight simulators that are a bit more expensive, like Infinite Flight that charge $10 a month, which is, we have to consider $100 a year. And I think I've already spent $500 really on Infinite Flight, which is quite crazy to think about, right? But $3 is okay, that's alright. Yeah, but this is the flight simulator. Let's go to Cockpit View and see how that works here. Cockpit camera. Alright, we have nice live cockpit. This is obviously not the most advanced, best flight simulator, but this is really nice here, actually. Not bad. What does this do? Oh, this controls throttle. Alright. Okay, really, this is not bad. Well, this is actually pretty much GeoFS like we know it in the browser version, but let's check out some other things that we can do. Obviously, this flight simulators are also known for being able to fly all around the world. For example, we can go to Grand Canyon, USA. There we go. It's loading for a second or two. There we go. And we're now in Grand Canyon. And as we can see right here in front of us, we have a few names popping up. And that is because this flight simulator has multiplayer as well. Yes, we are right now visible to all the other people playing GeoFS. Well, at least the Pro version, let me just mention that. Because the Lite version does not have multiplayer. Yeah, that's like the main difference between the Pro, which costs $5, and the Lite, which costs nothing. Also, the Lite version only has 3 aircraft. And in that Lite version, you cannot fly globally. So, the $5 is definitely well spent here with the GeoFS Pro version. Alright, that one player that's in between. Oh yeah, he's dead. Yeah, he's definitely died now. Okay, you know what? Let's actually just fly to some airports. Let's try Sabah. Sabah, that hasn't worked. Well, what locations do actually work? New York. Normally we can just, you know, enter something and then just hit go, and there we go, we're in New York, but we're stuck in the Grand Canyon, huh, aren't we? Alright, that's kind of strange. I mean, we can go to some suggested approaches. We at least have an airport like Courchevel here, which is nice enough. Let's go for Courchevel then. Alright, welcome to the Alpine Mountains. Maybe this is the wrong plane for this airport, which is ahead. Let's go ahead and try something like a Cessna here. Cessna 172, that'll do, and that rhymed. And this is actually the best scenery of Courchevel I've seen ever. This looks even better than Microsoft Flight Simulator's scenery, but that is a whole other story. What we now care about is actually getting the Cessna landed here successfully. Now, especially the smaller planes have very nicely detailed cockpits. That is nice. Let's go ahead and get this plane landed. Alright, flaps are out, and things are looking good. Actually not. Oh, jeez, what has now happened? Did you just see that? I think that was a little bit of a bug there. Yeah, once you actually tilt your phone too much, you know, give too much pitch input, it completely pitches down, as we can see here, which is why we totally have crashed now. Alright, that hasn't worked. I mean, we can try something of a bigger plane than the Cessna. What I wanted to try always was the Embraer Phenom 100. There we go. A little bit of a bigger plane now, and I'm actually kind of scared to fly this now. Let's see how this landing is going to turn out. Okay, we are coming in for a landing here in this Phenom jet. We may be a little fast, but it is what it is. Let's just see if we can get this somewhat landed down here. Now, the thing is, what they do here in GeoFS, they don't have actual runways built in. Well, any airports perhaps, or you literally land on scenery. Let's just see if we can get this landed. That really was not a good landing. More of a crash, really, but it is what it is again. Yeah, that's like the deal about GeoFS. There are no 3D buildings, which is why this flight simulator does not need a lot of power, a lot of performance, which is why it can run in a browser, right? That is good. I mean, and the scenery is good enough so that you don't really need any runways built into the sim. So that's just quite alright, and we have totally overrun this Phenom jet. Jesus Christ. Alright, rest in peace. Maybe this is all the wrong runway for this plane, but alright, and we can try out some other things. What else do we got? Oh, we also, as you can see here, have an aircraft carrier built in. We gotta try that out. Alright, welcome aboard. Now, since we are again in the multiplayer, there are a lot of people here, which is quite obvious because I can imagine, you know, everyone wants to land on that aircraft carrier. Let's see if we're able to land this Phenom jet down here. Ahead of us is an F-18. Let's see if he's able to land here. Oh, jeez. Well, that hasn't worked for us. But we haven't crashed either, so that's good. And now we have. Okay. Maybe a small airplane will do here at this aircraft carrier. Cessna 172 it is. So yeah, what can we say about GeoFS Flight Simulator? It is literally just like the desktop version. There are some things that are a bit different, but you know, this is actually quite nice. And we've now crashed into the ocean. That hasn't worked. Is it the most realistic flight simulator for mobile though? Definitely not. It's not the best either. I mean, you know, just recently we checked out the very newly released Aerosoft Flight Simulator 2021. That one was a lot better, of course, and was only $10. So I mean, twice as much as this one, but more than twice as good, to be quite honest. But let's get this plane landed here on this carrier anyway. I mean, what Aerosoft is lacking is global flying ability, of course, still. This one here can fly, of course, anywhere in the world, which is nice. This is basically Google Earth Flight Simulator. It has Google Earth installed, and that's pretty much all that is to it. Let's go ahead and get the Cessna here landed. Oh no, it has gone wrong as well. The tilting control doesn't work very well here in the flight simulator, but let's just see if we can get the Cessna stopped here. Come on, there we go, full on the brakes. Very nice. Okay, now we have stopped this plane on an aircraft carrier after pretty much crashing into it. That really hasn't worked. And there's quite a bit of traffic here. Whoa, did you just see that F-18 pass by at Mach 16,000? It's still flying around here in the skies, and it's totally bugging. Jesus, how did he manage to get this fast? Oh, and there's one trying. Oh, that was a 737. Oh, he's back, and he's in the ocean. Rest in peace, 737. So yeah, this flight simulator really is not the best for mobile, but it's not the worst. Not best, not worst. It's really nice to play around with it with your friends in multiplayer, of course. Oh, this is really nice. I don't know. Okay, but for one last time, let's try to do somewhat of a nice landing here, because all the landings so far have been terrible here in this video, and it looks like this one is going to be terrible as well. Oh, yep. No, that. Oh, come on. Okay, we're just gonna forget about all this, right? So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night.